you guys are real judges. Like sometimes they think you're actors or something, but
Right.
no, but you were a real judge in Miami.
Real judge. I ran for my seat. In the year 2000, I filed against the sitting administrative judge, since you were in Miami. He was administrative judge for 24 years, and I beat him. And so
You beat him senseless, huh?
I beat him senseless. I hear he's still trying to recover. And before that, I was a lawyer for 13 years.
That's right, and valedictorian of your class coming out of high school in Miami.
So you have done your homework.
Oh, please. Come on. I don't ask a question I don't know the answer to. I'm trained as a lawyer.
Good for you.
All right. So, it's curious. I'm going to ask, put it inside your show for a second.
Okay.
I've always been against judges running in elections, to be honest with you. How does that work? How do you maintain, your air as an impartial, judge and at the same time run a political campaign?
Well, you know what? It's a very difficult balancing act, but it can be done. But guess what? That's why the people sitting on the Supreme Court and those judges sitting on the federal bench are there based on whose political affiliation they were aligned with at the time they were appointed. At least I am elected by the people. I didn't give anybody's political campaign any contribution. My family doesn't owe anybody any favors. And so to me, it was a purer thing. The requirement is that you be a lawyer and that you practice for at least 5 years.
So what do you say in the campaign ads? He can't judge as well as I can?
No, I say sensitive and fair to all. That's who I am. I'm of the community. I understand the community. I understand the ethnic diversity of our community.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
I understand why Santeria is performed outside the courthouse.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay, I'd be against that, but that's up to you. Okay, now, it's interesting because you're right. I mean, look, Alito and Roberts, the guys on the Supreme Court, they didn't do politics.
Right.
It's nothing but politics, right? And then they do Bush-Gore. I mean, it's the most political decision of all time. So I hear your point.
Stop the counting! And that's it.
And then it's all over. And then we have the last 8 years to show for it. Now, let me throw that question at you, though. They come to you.
Who's they?
I'm going to tell you in a second. In fact, I'll tell you right now. Barack Obama has won the election.
Okay.
It's 2009.
Okay.
You're kicking ass in the ratings. So you've been on the air 3 days so far, right?
Right.
At that point, let's say you're on the air for a year, and you're murdering. You're beating them senseless,
Okay.
right? You own the airwaves. Obama says, you know what, this can't do. I need something better. I need you on the Supreme Court. All right. Okay. Are you going to take your burgundy dress to the Supreme Court, or are you going to make some serious bank on TV?
I think that I could do a whole lot more for people not being on the United States Supreme Court.
Not being on.
Not being on there.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I could affect a lot more people. I could say what I mean. I could say what's on my mind and not worry about my political affiliations. You won't hear me say, hey, stop the counting.
But if you were on the Supreme Court, you could let them keep counting.
Yeah.
And by the way, how much fun would it be to have Judge Karen on the Supreme Court? Bold and sassy. Sitting on the main bench. I tell you, you keep him in check. What would you do with Clarence Thomas on the first day?
Slap him senseless.
There's a lot of senseless things going on here. I like it.